What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, I watch a lot of reaction channels. You know, they do channels that do reaction videos to movies, music, etc. Right? And so, this one channel just reacted to Menace to Society recently. Right? Y'all, this movie, this was a movie that really helped to form my life in a lot of ways. Why do I say that? The first time I watched Menace to Society, I was about 12 years old, 11 or 12. I know I was around this age because my cousin had just came home from college for the summer, right? And he had my grandma's house, and he had, Walmart sell them like 2 discs in one little packaging, right? They had Menace to Society and New Jack City all in one little packaging. I had already seen New Jack City. I never watched Menace to Society. Popped the movie in, y'all, and from start to finish, this movie was a cautionary tale of how things can go wrong in the hood based off for a lot of different reasons, right? Let's start with the main character. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I always was gonna be a good kid because I never was a street kid. I never was a kid who wanted to get in trouble and embarrass my family. I never was a kid that wanted death to come to me. I never wanted to go to jail. Okay? But this movie still it helped me to know, hey, you doing the right stuff and you got to stay on the right path. So, in the movie, Caine, the main character, played by Tyron Turner. I'm always shocked that Tyron never had a outstanding movie career after this movie, right? But Caine is a kid who has fell into peer pressure his whole life. You can tell. It's a lot of stuff going on in the hood that he participates in that he knows is wrong. He knows is morally corrupt, and he knows it's not really who he is, but he still participates in it, and he still chooses to hang around these individuals who participate in it on a regular basis. How do I know that Caine has a moral compass? At the beginning of the movie, when O-Dog, played by Chicago's own Lorenz Tate, O-Dog kills the Asian store owners. I don't know if they were Chinese or Korean, so I'm gonna just say Asian. When he kills him, Caine is so shocked. He's like, I'm talking about, he drops the 40 ounce. He loses his mind, not just because, oh my God, I didn't know you were going to kill them. It's, damn, you just killed some people. And I'm with you. I'm a witness to this. You know what I mean? We could go to jail. This is crazy. This is what is going on, right? He is stunned and just shocked by all this because he's just like, this is crazy. Then you see other instances like when they're trying to get back after Caine's cousin Harold is killed. And they try to go on a hit to get revenge for it. Caine is in the car in the back seat, and you can see his mind is like contemplating if he really should do this or not. The whole time he looking like he's uneasy in the back seat. Then he tells Wax, and he tell O-Dog, I'm not killing no kids or no old people. He goes out and say, I'm not killing nobody that's no kids. I'm not killing no old people. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. O-Dog responds, man, I'll smoke any fucking body. Right? So you see, they have 2 different moral compasses. Even after the killing, Caine is laid in the bed and trying to cope with the fact that he just helped to take a life. And he don't know how to even handle this. You know what I mean? Yet and still, he participates in other things. He knows shit is wrong, but he keeps doing it. And Caine's whole life of peer pressure and allowing his environment to dictate who he is and his friends to dictate who he is leads to his ultimate demise. Why do I say that? In the movie, Caine, he robs the dude for his rims. He pushing pushing crack to everybody in the neighborhood. He dogging out the girl Elena, even though I believe the Hughes brothers, this is what I heard, I didn't see this. The Hughes brothers said Elena was lying about being pregnant. She was just mad that Caine never called her back. But the way he dogging her out, making it seem like she ain't shit. How he whooped on, what's the dude that played Junior in the Players Club? The one he stomped out, right? What is his name? Samuel Monroe Jr., I think his real name is, right? He Elena's cousin in the movie. I don't even think we know his name at all in the movie, right? He maybe have said his name, I don't know. But Caine stomps him out outside his grandmama's house ruthlessly. Yeah, man, dude is just living a wild, reckless life. Doing all the wrong shit. Even trying to, at one point, teaching Anthony, Jada Pinkett's son, and his mentor, Purnell's son, how to shoot a gun before Jada Pinkett comes in and stops him, right? Doing all this crazy shit, engaging in and all type of wild stuff, and karma hits him for all the negative stuff he's doing. He's surviving these situations. He survives a gunshot. He survives getting brutalized by the police. He survives where he gets out of being in jail. Being in jail, you know you done fucked up, right? Bill Duke character do all of that. He escapes all these moments and is about to ride off into the sunset with Jada Pinkett to Atlanta, I believe. Was it Atlanta? I think to Atlanta, right? And then, right when he's about to escape, he got to pay for all the turmoil he's caused in that time span. Killing, taking some people's life, selling dope out in the street, robbing folks, breaking and stealing cars, stomping out folks ruthlessly because you don't like how they saying something to you or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So all of that came back to him tenfold. And so I remember when I first saw the movie, I was sad because I'm like, damn, young boy getting his life together, man, they couldn't let him live. And in the scene, he says, I've done too much to go on. I've done too much to go back, but I also done too much to go on. Don't quote me on that. I'm paraphrasing, right? And it was the truth. He had done too much to wash his hands from it. He had done too much shit the way. And matter of fact, when he beat on Chauncey was probably gonna tell on him anyway. He's about to send the tape in to the police. So Caine probably was gonna meet his demise even if he didn't die. Eventually the police was gonna get him due to Chauncey's hating ass trying to push up on Ronnie, trying to force himself on Ronnie. Caine beating his ass, pistol whipping him. He was gonna send the tape to him anyway. He was gonna go to jail at some point, right? Even if he didn't die. But it's a cautionary tale about how you live your life recklessly. The energy that you put out into the atmosphere comes back to you tenfold, right? And it's what happened. Even when Caine, Sharif's father say the hunt is on and you to pray, telling him, hey man, you better get your life together. Shit gonna change. Stuff is gonna go downhill. You can't mess up Ronnie's life. His grandparents even told him, don't mess up that girl's life, right? And you know what I mean? It's a cautionary tale how things go. If you live in life foul, that is bound to happen to you. And Caine was living so recklessly, he didn't even care if he lived or died for real. That's how you know he was wilding out. His grandfather asked him, Caine, do you even care if you live or die? He said, I don't know. And he don't know because he just living day to day, just doing whatever he got to do, just to get a thrill, but also to get the consent and the respect of the homies. You know what I mean? So even though he would push back at times, but not all the way. Also, this movie taught me about the company that you keep. Sharif was a good brother, right? He turned Muslim. He used to be a wild kid. He's always preaching the Islamic faith to his friends, telling them how they need to stop drinking that poison, how they need to stop objectifying women, how they need to start living their life right, all of that, right? Even when Harold is killed, Sharif is the one to stay with his dead body after he's been murdered, right? Harold, Caine's cousin, right? He's always around them doing the right thing. And at the end of the movie, wrong place, wrong time, he gets shot up and killed first in a drive-by. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He ain't got nothing to do with Caine bullshit, none of that. But because he chooses to hang around Caine and other reckless individuals like Odall, his life ends early. He was about to go to Kansas with Stacy. Him and Stacy, well, I believe, was the only ones not super wild and crazy. He about to go to Kansas with Stacy. Stacy got the football scholarship to play ball, even though Stacy looked like he about 32 in high school. What the fuck? But anyway, I don't know if he had already got the scholarship when he was back in school. I don't know. He think he already got the scholarship. Or, no, he was going to Kansas or whatever. So, yeah. But Sharif got killed, hanging with the wrong crowd. And I know Sharif felt guilty, like, okay, these are my friends. I want to show them better. I want to teach them, you know, right from wrong. I want to tell them about themselves. I want to get them on the right path, which is something that I felt internally when my homie Chuda, y'all know the light-skinned dude that looked like an Abercrombie and Fish model, when he was wilding out in Chicago, gang banging at a young age, I knew better, and I didn't tell him right. I didn't tell him he needed to stop. I just wanted to lead by example. I didn't correct him. Sharif spent his time trying to correct them and pull them out of the depths of destruction, but ultimately he got destroyed in the process. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can tell people right from wrong and try to correct them, but it's a lesson. You got to watch the company you keep. Hanging around the wrong folks will take you away from this earth. And the most devilish of the whole crew, O-Dog, still lived at the end. He the wildest one, and he's still living and breathing. And Caine get taken out, and innocent Sharif get killed. You know what I mean? So it taught me a lot, the cautionary tale of life in the hood.